everybody. Hey everybody, it's Joe at the Oval Cog here. Today I'm working on the CB350, the back end. When I bought this bike, it was the process had been started to make it into a cafe racer. It had a super nice rear loop welded on it, but I cut that off. It's right here. I'll show you that in just a second, and I'm going to rebuild a system to put the original back fender on it and to build a rack system I can carry 60 to 75 pounds on. So that's what we're doing today. I think it's episode 4. And again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So when I bought this bike, it had this loop in here, and I cut that loop off. It was really nicely done, but we're gonna do something else with it here. So I'm gonna put this original fender up in here, and so I want to get it up in here like this, and this actually looks pretty nice already. So I'm gonna put some flat stock in here, and you know, drill a hole and put my mounts in, and I'll be able to mount this fender right here and build my rack over here. So up with this bungee cord, went up here to the triple tree so we can get an idea of where we're going to put it. So I'll tell you what my plan is. I'm going to cut some flat stock, put it in here, and make it stylish. So, and then weld it up in here. Alright, I'm gonna cut another strip out like this off the flat stock. Alright, you can see just drilled the hole for my bushing for my rear fender, and then I'm just going to attach this down on the side like that. Alright, we got our pieces in place to mount the fender on, so we'll tack them on. Alright, what's going on everybody? We're working on the rack here for this CB350. The first thing I did was just get a block of steel. This is 1/8 inch. There we go. 1/8 inch steel, and I'm going to mount it like this, and what I'll do is notch this out here. I'm going to cut this out here and this out here, and then I'll be able to slide it into my fork right here. So the rack needs to slide in from the back and then drop down and mount into here. Otherwise you have to take your shocks on and off in order to remove your rack. So alright, so here's what we got. Drilled a hole in that. It turned out to be about 5/8 actually, 16 millimeters or something like that on the rack. Alright, so but I needed a metal bending jig. So what I'm going to do right now is make a quick video and show you how to do it. First thing we need is a piece of pipe, something with a radius on it. So I want to bend to that radius, and then I need just a bolt or something. I'm going to use this, and so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these two pieces and I'm going to weld them to this piece of base metal. So I'm going to turn off the camera while I weld this. Alright, my little jig is complete here. So I just welded a flat plate on this edge, and then my radii here, and so bolt here.
The other way is better.
So what I want to do is try to find that pair of vice grips that somebody stole. Here they are. I'm going to clamp this on to keep it from moving. I'm going to demonstrate this for you right now. Okay. So once again, I'm working on the rack for this 350, and here's where we are on this rear end. You got this piece on there. I'm going to tack weld that on. Then I've got this piece. I'm going to weld it on right here and start the construction of the rack off of this rod, and bending it however I could find a way. These pieces I just jammed in the end of this and gave it a pull, and I just got it tacked together right now. So I'm thinking about how I'm going to come down the side here and make a rack for my red fuel tank, which is right there. So I'm going to... Alright, we're working on our fuel tank mount here. So I'm going to mount this sucker right here, and I'm going to support my rack on the back here. So that's what I'm working on now. Just line this up and mark it. So it looks like we're good enough right there. Here's where we are so far. Back this thing up. So I got one side done, you can see here. So here's the gas can. So I just got to make the other side for it. And yeah, we'll go from there. My other side attachment point is going to be up here, straight along this side, then I'm going to come out and down. Up in here, see what we got going here. Looks a little long, so I'm going to cut this off and bring it up. Alright, here we are on this rack. You could see, you know, obviously this is too long. I've got to cut it off right here, but it looks like we have got a nice fitting rack for the gas can. I don't want to leave it in there too long because I don't want it to melt it. So here's the process. Next thing I'm going to do is cut this off, and then I'm going to put a band around here, a square band around the top of it, and go from there. I'm just going to use some flat stock, just the basic flat stock you get. Alright, here we are with it. I've got one more support that's going to come from here down to this bottom peg mount. But really, I just need to tack this on, and then I'll be going in for the night. So let me I'm going to smooth these tops a little bit so I can get that to sit nice and flat, and then I'm going to tack it on and see what happens. Alright, I tacked it on. There we go. Going to California on this CB350. Oh, I'm digging it. I'm really digging it. Up here, I'm gonna build some kind of another rack right here. So I might make a toolbox to go right there or something. But as far as I can tell, it's coming together. Alright, I tacked it on. There we go. Going to California on this CB350.